stress often reveals character. Surgery has changed my perspective of my relationship with my partner. We're only together about 5 months. He lives with his family while I rent. He is wheelchair bound, so he has not stayed in my house for the night as my bedroom is upstairs. Instead, I would often visit his place. The lack of privacy has been an ever-growing issue. Intimacy just did not happen as often as we'd like, but we are excellent communicators, so we were always on the same page. I then got my DIE diagnosis in April. It was pretty deep at this stage, so I was in a lot of pain and often written off for a week at a time. Finally got my surgery a week ago, which was successful, but I am now bedbound for 4 to 6 weeks. Since the surgery, I've only seen him once for 30 minutes, and it was the first time he ever got mad at me. He left his bag and work phone behind in my house, which I did not notice until he rang me and I teased him about it in what I thought was an endearing way, but no, he got really mad, and since, he's not really been talking to me. He told me it's because he's having a hard time outside of us and that he will try to see me soon. I don't know if I'm being selfish here, but I really hoped I'd have a partner who'd look after me more than this after surgery. This was my very first diagnosis, very first surgery. It was all overwhelming. I understand if he's also not having a good time right now, but I just really hope the time I need support that he'd be there. I have felt resentful ever since. I have told him and he took 4 days to reply. Because he's given me a lot of time to think, I also noticed some other small things that I don't find compatible anymore. My gut is screaming, this is not the right relationship and the timing is just really poor. I think we need to end this, but I'm also afraid of being impulsive, but it no longer feels right. If we look at research from attachment theory and trauma bonding studies, what we wind up seeing is that our true capacity for intimacy, especially in hard moments, is what defines our relational health, our relationships. So in this situation, you went through a pretty big surgery and diagnosis, your first ever kind of grappling with an issue like this. Your body is healing, your mind is healing, you need support. And your partner got cold and silent and distant. This, of course, is not a flaw in you. It's really, I think, emotional unavailability showing up under added pressure. Now, here's the psychology behind that. People with avoidant or dismissive attachment will often disengage during a partner's vulnerability. And it's not always because they're cruel necessarily, it's that the vulnerability feels kind of threatening to them, or emotional neediness feels like a threat to your partner. He feels trapped maybe. But here's the thing. Real love actually leans in moments of vulnerability and in moments of struggle. It leans in and not away from you. My opinion on this is that your gut is probably right. You're not being impulsive. You're in a moment of pressure and you are seeing your partner's character and capabilities for how much he can connect with you or how much he can support you when you are in need. And I just want to state this for the record. Support is not a bonus in partnership, it's the bare minimum. Support is not a bonus in a relationship, it's the bare minimum. If he disappears during your pain, that's not a glitch, it's really a pattern, and that's the story.